Hey everyone, big news for NIO fans. NIO EV deliveries climbed 174% year over year in October to over 10,000 deliveries, but fell off from September. So that's interesting. So of course, year over year, very impressive. However, it is a little bit lower, slightly lower than September. Chinese EV leader NIO, they reported over 10,000 deliveries of the electric models in October 2022. Although NIO deliveries are up 174% from October last year, it's a slight dip from last month. So this is a critical year for NIO, of course. Since going public in 2018, NIO has been one of the most closely watched EV companies, partly because of the company's explosive growth and market potential in China. Now in December 2017, the company launched the ES8, a premium electric SUV, which was followed by the ES6, an EV SUV, in December 2018. The EC6, that's an electric coupe SUV, and that was unveiled in December 2019. In January 2021, NIO released a flagship ET7 electric sedan. In December 2021, the ET5 was introduced, a mid-size electric sedan. And the ET5 is perhaps the most recognizable and perhaps the most popular one so far. It's certainly gaining a lot of popularity throughout Europe, and I believe, and that's due to the fact that I think it has so many similarities with the Tesla Model S. Now, NIO delivered over 91,000 electric vehicles in 2021, including 20,000 ES8s, 41,000 ES6, and 29,000 EC6. Now, the ET5 is fairly new to the market. That's why there haven't been so many deliveries for the ET5. However, I do believe that vehicle is destined to become perhaps the most popular amongst consumers, because it's perhaps the most affordable for one, it's easily recognizable, and it's perhaps one of the vehicles that are not NIO's largest when it comes to physical size. Now, according to the latest updates from International Council on Clean Transportation, China remains the top of the market for electric vehicles despite surging EV sales in Europe. With around 24,000 EV sales of the auto market, several automakers and startups such as Li Automotive, XPeng, and Geely are fighting NIO for market share. Now, during the 16 comments, NIO's delivery rose 14% year over year, but the pace is slowing significantly, falling 2.8% from Q1. Now, the EV maker founder and CEO William Bin Li called the remainder of 2022 a critical period for NIO to scale production and expand its market. Now, keep in mind that NIO shares are down 70% year to date as inflation, geopolitical tension, and regulations uncertainty has put pressure on the Chinese stocks, particularly growth and tech companies. Every EV stock is doing particularly bad right now, even Tesla. Yes, you heard me correctly. Tesla isn't doing particularly well. In fact, right now, Tesla is seriously undervalued. Now, NIO's October deliveries updates indicate better than expected results, but the slowing momentum raises question. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gents, we are in Q4. I believe the reason why deliveries dropped off from September to October is simply because this is the last month where NIO wants to deliver the most amount of vehicles. However, they want to do that towards the end of the year. That's in November and December. Starting out Q4, they start off relatively slow. That's why there's a decrease from September to November. That's why there's this decrease from September to October. However, I'm looking forward to November to December because those are the months that the vehicle delivery units will rise substantially. I'm looking at 11,000, 12,000, 13,000 ending the year towards December. It's going to be incredible to watch. Now let's compare September to October. NIO is down at approximately 7.5% from September to October. That's just a little comparison for you. Now, during October, NIO delivered over 5,979 electric SUVs in total and 4,080 electric sedans, including the ES7s, ET7, and the ET5. Over 1,000 of the ET5s, perhaps my most favorite model. Like I said, deliveries are starting off slow for the ET5s because it is the new one to the market. However, once this vehicle touches European markets, more European markets, NIO's expanded into Europe, which is wonderful. This vehicle is going to be extremely popular for Europeans. Keep in mind, ladies and gents, including October, NIO has delivered over 92,000 vehicles so far. That's the same amount they delivered in the entirety of last year. So I'd say they're around 2 months ahead of schedule, which is really impressive. So we should be able to close out the year at 110 to 120,000 vehicles delivered for NIO. Absolutely incredible. By the way, Polestar is looking to deliver 50,000 this year, and next year Polestar is looking to deliver 124,000 EVs, which would be ridiculously incredible. So that's just to show you relative to what company is doing. These are two different EV makers in different markets. However, both manufacturers are manufacturing their vehicles in China because of their Chinese connection. Polestar Chinese connection is being owned partly by Geely and Volvo, Geely operating in China. NIO's connection to China is that it's a Chinese company. It was birthed in China, which is brilliant. Now, NIO notes that the vehicle production and deliveries were constrained by operation challenge in their plants, as well as a supply chain volatility due to the pandemic situation in certain regions in China. To overcome this, NIO introduced the ET7 and EL7 and ET5 models in Europe to expand its market reach. The EV models will gradually become available in Norway, Germany, the Netherlands, Denmark, Sweden throughout NIO's subscription leasing program and the DTC sales. Now, recently NIO has confirmed indeed that they do intend on selling these vehicles in Europe as well. Initially, NIO had a plan to just lease these vehicles in the European market. Consumers' interest has shown that they really want to buy these vehicles, so NIO's recently switched plans just a little bit to appease the European market, and they now plan to sell these vehicles in Europe as well, which I think is a brilliant idea. That's what they should have been doing from the start. However, it's never too late. This is always the right time. But that's our update for NIO, our delivery numbers for NIO. Absolutely fantastic. If I get any more information on the data regarding to NIO, such as the particular countries, the particular regions that these vehicles were delivered in specifically, I will go into more detail. But for now, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, subscribe to see more, and I will see you in our next video.